Well, hello, everyone. It is Friday, July 28th, 2023. I am Doug. It is time once again to play Wordle, and it is Friday. That means it is on our channel. Hold on. We got to get the sound effect. Fearless Friday. Almost forgot that. So what do we do on Fearless Friday for those who are joining us for the first time here? Well, we do two things. Number one, we will go into the settings, and we're going to turn on hard mode today, which means you must use all of the clues that you get within your guess. You can't do an eval that doesn't have green or yellow letters factored in properly. And in addition, not just that, we're going to intentionally use a very difficult starting word. Now, we have two sources to draw from. We have your user comments, which we love to see, and please feel free to drop in the comments your favorite hard word. But we also sometimes will pull words from the Hard Starting Word Challenge series of programs we did last year, and it's in a playlist here on the channel, so if you haven't checked it out, I highly recommend. It's very entertaining content. We're going to take from episode 10 of our Hard Starting Word Challenge show the word whiz, spelled W-H-I-Z-Z. We know that it is, in fact, in the Wordle word list, so we are going to challenge ourselves with starting with whiz on hard mode here on Fearless Friday. So let's jump right on into it and see what happens here. Whiz gets us, no surprise, no Z's in the puzzle. We do get an H out of position, so there's at least that. There's at least that for us. Now, what we are required to do, of course, with the hard word mode, we do have to put an H into our subsequent guesses. Because it's not green, we can put it in the first, third, fourth, or fifth spot of our choosing. So we have to think of that, take that into consideration. I think what I'm going to do strategically here is go with the word house. H-O-U-S-E. I feel like there's going to get, it's probably the most quality letters I can pair with the H off the top of my head, and almost certainly will give us something additional to work with. So let's try house here. And house, well, this is interesting. This is very interesting. So we have four letters here. H-O-S-E. That's the good news. The bad news, they're all out of position. But we might be able to riddle this one out here, given how many letters we have. We also know the H is in the third, fourth, or fifth spot. We know that plurals aren't allowed, right? So it's unlikely the H will be the S will be at the end. I wonder about something like, well, it can't be ESH or OSH because we tested the S in the fourth spot. I wonder if, this is interesting, huh? now I'm confusing myself by going through the rules. Boy, that is mysterious. I don't like the idea of the H in the middle. It doesn't feel intuitive to me. Boy, I mean, I feel like I want the H at the end. I may come to regret that or change my mind. That would leave us with E, O, and S to work with. And S and H typically go well together, but in this theory, it wouldn't be that way. Okay. South wouldn't work. We tested the O in the second spot. We have to have an E. I suppose I could force myself to be open to the idea that the O or the E are in the beginning. And again, I struggle with that. I just have a psychological block on that, but I have to be open to it. I feel like we certainly need the fifth letter. We need the identity of the fifth letter to make this an unscramble. I suspect it's probably going to be a consonant. And boy, forcing the H to be in the second half of the word, just I think it's almost like an illusion. It makes this feel maybe more difficult than it actually will end up being. So again, I'm giving you the stream of consciousness. I'm literally giving you the unfiltered what's going on in my brain right now, not censoring anything. What about No, again, it can't be OSH in the middle of the word. We tested that O there. Boy, this is everything I keep coming up with is in violation of where you'd want to put one of the letters. Again, I really think that what's blocking me is not knowing that fifth letter. And perhaps that's because I almost feel like, is that because it's going to be the first letter and everything kind of like makes sense after that? Maybe. So what I'm struggling with right now is, do I take? No, I can't. See, we're in hard mode. I can't do 5 unique letters here. That's where it's going to be really a pain in the backside. Oh my goodness, I have to come up with something that uses these letters. Interesting. Okay. Well, let's get down to let's forget the H for a minute, right? Let's look at the S in the front. We know it can't be H or O, so let's see SE. But then where does the H go? So I feel like right out of the gate, I can't really work with the S in the front. So that leaves us with the E or the O in the front. The O in the front could get me to OS. But then, again, we're in the, what do I do with the H and the E? OSHE doesn't mean anything to me. So then if we go with the E in the front, ES, but again, now it's like HO. Wait a minute. I think we've got it. I think we have it. So if we go with HOS at the end, E blank HOS, and we haven't tested the T, ethos. I think that is probably the only thing we can do here. So there's a case where, yeah, it just took a little time, but it's a 3-guesser because with that 4 letters, I just needed to keep trying different positions for this. So I think ethos is the only thing that makes sense here. Super. You know what? We haven't done this in a few weeks. I am so confident on Fearless Friday. I'm calling spider senses on ethos. There it is. They're expensive. They especially with the recent strike. I gotta pay them a pretty penny. But here we go. Is the answer to today's puzzle the word ethos? Yes, it is. There we go. And that's it. And we've got it. Fearless Friday solved. Oh, before I forget, we're just gonna turn hard word mode off. Not until next Friday. We'll be coming back to that. Well, there you go, folks. Thank you so much for another Fearless Friday adventure. Coming on that with me. We'll see you tomorrow for some more Wordle.